Alright, so we're breaking down the intro acoustic guitar part. I'm going to play everything real slowly, kind of let you know where your fingers are going to be on the frets, and because this is about a 2-minute intro, so this little part is tough to play. It's very steady. The tempo is straight across, and you're doing the same down, up, down picking pattern. So let me play the first part very slowly. Is we have our first finger on the 5th fret of the high E, second finger's on the 6th fret of the B string, third finger is on the G string on the 7th fret. We're playing down, up, down. Now we're also going to add the B note and the C note played on the high E string, so it's going to sound like this. Switch to the next chord, where you're going to bar your first finger across the 5th fret of the G, B, and high E string. We're also going to continue to play that B note and C note on the high E string. It's played 2 times. Now we're going to add this F note. We're still going to be playing this B and C on the high E. We're also going to be playing this A, so that shape's going to look like this. Kind of similar to what a D chord looks like we played here. We're going to grab the B, grab the C. Now you're going to shift that shape down to the 7th fret. But we got to grab that ring finger here on the high E of the 8th fret. So we get and then back to this chord. Played twice. So let's get through what we've got so far. Starts over. So that little part that we just covered, you play that all the way through 3 times before we do that shift up to the higher chord up on the 12th fret. So let's go ahead and switch to that part. So we got that part down. So we're going to consider we're on our 3rd time. that part. So chords are real similar to what we played up here. So when we shift down to the 12th fret, we're barring across still the G, B, and E string. We're kind of playing that kind of like D chord pattern. So we got that second finger on the C note of the B string. We got to grab. So you're grabbing that F note and G note. Much easier played on acoustic guitar that has a cutaway. That's kind of tough on these standard just dreadnought guitars, but it can be done. You're shifting that pattern back up to here on the 7th fret. We're still playing that familiar chord. Now we're going back up to the 5th fret. We're going to add an A sharp note this time. So that's played on the 6th fret of the high E. It's going to sound like this. Back to the 7th fret. Shift up. So I should say there's two pass-throughs where you're going up to the 12th fret and playing the chord up high on the neck. Now the first time through, you're going to come back to this familiar chord where we're barring across the 5th fret. I think that's more like an A minor chord. So it is, again, we go here. This is the first time through. Back to this. Changes the next time. Up high, 12th fret. Same shape, but just adding that A sharp note. Back to the intro, same chord we started with. Here's where we're going to end it. Here we go. So that's a tough little part to play, so just break it down into pieces. It's a little easier if you're playing this on electric guitar. Also, I should note, there is another harmony, a second guitar harmony part that plays underneath all of that. So this is the main melody part. There is another harmony guitar part. I might try to actually put that in a different lesson at some point, because I did not work it up for this lesson. I've always played it this way because I've always been just one guitar player. So it just sounds better just playing the main melody part. If you got two guitar players, definitely going to sound really cool with those other parts. But so I may actually put that in a different lesson. So refer back to the normal speed in the video so you can kind of see how the whole thing sounds played together, and just break this down into little pieces. chords for the verses played slowly. Okay, so the first chord is just a G5 chord. The only thing, it looks like your traditional G major chord, but we're going to leave out the major third of that and just allow the middle finger to kind of dampen that A string so you get this. It can also be played there. So we go from G5 to an A5. Now I'm just playing this on the second fret of the D string. You could add another A in there if you want to add that second fret of the G string. So you could get a, if you want to play that, but I've just always kind of grabbed it. Very AC/DC type rhythm. So we have G5. Now we're going to go to D5. Back to A5, so I do a down up strum on that. So we go down, 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 up. Now we're switching to the E5, which the first finger's played on the second string, second fret of the A string, and then we're gonna grab that F sharp, so F sharp 5 or power chord. So back to the D. It's a pause and a slide. Repeats again. That part repeats twice. We're just going from the D to the A. Down, up, down. So you may notice I'm dampening the strings or stopping the strings from ringing with my palm of my right hand, but also with these fingers up here. So when I go, you kind of see how I put my palm down here, let these fingers come across the strings gently so that you don't get unwanted string noise. So it makes it sound nice and tight. Sliding on the low E string, back up. Change the 4 to the chorus. And there are your verses. So the verses are the same, played the same way in the first verse as the second verse. Here's the chorus played slowly. Okay, so I played this a little different. I have seen videos of kids playing it more in the bar chord slide position. So this first part would go from D5 to A, And then the chorus starts on the B5. So I play that B5, A5, but you could do, if you want to do the slide. I've seen Kiss play like this on videos live, so either way is fine, same chords. Go to the D5, and then you're sliding to the E5. And sliding back out of that. Repeats. Starts over. So let's play that slowly. Starting back into the second verse, which actually the chords played in the verse is what's played underneath the guitar solo. So that after that first verse we go into the guitar solo, same chords as the first verse. So let's play the chorus again up to tempo. And there's the chorus. Okay, let's cover the guitar solo now. So the rock bottom guitar solo is based around the A minor pentatonic scale, and that scale pattern is going to be played in the 5th position, 12th position, and the 15th position. Knowing that scale is just helps figure out a lot of great rock songs, because rock songs rely so much on the pentatonic scale, and so it's a great go-to scale and an easier scale to learn because it's a 5-note scale. So let's go over the first part. So the first part, we go from that G to A chord that's played underneath the solo. It's just a bend and release. So I'm bending up. I'm starting on the 7th fret of the G string. I'm coming up, bringing the note back down, and pulling off to the C note on the 5th fret of the G string, and then grabbing the 7th fret of the D string. It doesn't sound very good played slow, but fast works good. Next part, we're sliding from the 12th fret of the D string to the 14th fret of the D string, and then we're grabbing this note here on the G string 12th fret. So slide, strike that G note twice, and then we're playing a hammer-on. So what I mean by hammer-on is we're striking the note. Instead of playing this note by picking it, we're just hammering our finger down. Next part is a full bend on the 15th fret of the B string. So we strike it twice. The third time, we're playing the note up high, we're bringing it down to the original D, and then grabbing the C. So it's going to be bend, pick, and then grabbing the A note on the 14th fret of the G. Now we're going to go down to the 16th fret of the G, and we're going to be bending up to the 17th fret, so it's a half bend. And then we're playing on the G string from the 12th fret to the 14th fret, sliding out. So let's play what we got so far. Now for the fast lick in the song, which is based on the 5th position of the pentatonic scale. So we're pulling off from the 8th fret of the high E to the 5th fret. And then we're pivoting back and forth from the 8th fret of the B string to the 5th fret of the high E. And then we're getting another pull off from the 8th fret of the B to the 5th fret of the B. Then we have this little pivot from the D note of the G string on the 7th fret back to the 5th fret of the B string. So we got and then we got a hammer on the D string from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. And then we're grabbing that C note on the G string, 5th fret of the G string. And we're doing that same very first lick we did in the very beginning of the solo. We're pulling off from the 5th fret of the A string to the 3rd fret of the A string. Add a little vibrato on that at the end. And then we're pulling off from the 5th fret of the low E to the 3rd fret of the low E. So let's put all that together slowly. Let me play that little fast part slowly again. There you go. So at the very end of the song, as the chorus is repeating, there is an extra chord added. Is an E chord. So it's going to sound like this. I'm playing that last chorus. So we add that E. And that's how the song ends. Let's play that again slow. That's the end of the song. Okay, so that's all of the Kiss classic Rock Bottom, one of my all-time favorite Kiss songs. The way Paul Stanley's vocal starts that song in the first verse just still gives me chill bumps. Great song. I can remember being 6 years old and just wearing this song out on my turntable. But in my opinion, there are no bad Kiss songs. They're all fantastic. So guys, stay tuned. In 3 to 4 weeks, I've got another Kiss guitar lesson coming soon. This is going to be more of an obscure Kiss song. I don't even think they played this song live very much, but I think it's just an awesome tune. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm working my way up the catalog. So I've done a lesson from each album up through Rock and Roll Over, Love Gun, Destroyer, Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, and Dressed to Kill. So I'll be moving on to Dynasty, Unmasked, and The Elder over the next few weeks. So this should be a lot of fun. I love all those albums. I know some people don't give the Dynasty and Unmasked albums too much credit, but those songs kick ass front to back. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys will subscribe. More Kiss guitar lessons are coming soon. This is Chris Cox. See you next time. Thank you.